Pre-show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pro Wrestling Report Thursday, PWR Thursday. Damian Nelson sitting here alongside David Hero, and tonight it's Impact Wrestling, David. And before we get to that, though, let's talk a little about main event last night from WWE, where the main event for Battleground was announced.
It's going to be a huge match.
Well, it's going to be a rematch. It's going to be Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship yet again. And Battleground might be just like Night of Champions, which is almost like a road bump to the Survivor Series. Because the other matchup we're going to find out is going to be for the World Heavyweight Championship, RVD versus ADR again.
So it's like Backlash.
No swinging hooks, though. Remember that?
I'm not going to order the pay-per-view.
You're not?
No.
Well, you have to. You're contractually obligated to be prepared when you sit. Well, you never have done that yet, so why bother?
I'm never prepared.
They announced this on Main Event.
Oh, why not?
Did you watch Main Event last night?
Of course I didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
It was Wednesday night. It's hump night.
Before that goes any further.
You think I'm watching wrestling on a Wednesday night?
Before that goes any further, we'll talk about that on primetime, of course, this Saturday night on My24 Milwaukee and available here online on YouTube, too. But also, big news last week, David Hero, late last week, breaking news, Jim Ross
JR.
has retired, and I quote, from WWE.
Wait. Are you quoting retired or and I quote from?
I would be, and I quoting, retired.
Gotcha.
Jim Ross, a 20-year career, debuted at WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada, Caesars Palace, where I believe the Octavius Tower now stands, in a toga.
My tower's there?
And he is now gone from WWE. A lot of people saying this stemmed from his behavior, or his lack thereof, to control the behavior of Ric Flair at the WWE 2K.
You know, I don't think that's what it is. I just think that both parties have different ideas as to what going forward means in different directions. And I know that JR is interested in doing more third-party events. Maybe WWE isn't happy about that. And let's face it, I mean, him and Vinnie Mac have had a love-hate relationship for a long time.
Absolutely, but JR...
And now that he's retired, now people can't say, oh, I wonder if they're going to bring JR back for WrestleMania. Oh, are they going to bring JR back? No, he's retired. He's not coming back.
Is it almost better for the fans that they don't, and that he is done, and that he can move on to other projects, whether it be with the Sooners or with the UFC?
Well, yeah, I mean, the fans are still going to get the opportunity to see Jim Ross.
Is that right? How?
Well, he'll be making other events, other appearances, other cons. He might be in New Orleans for some WrestleMania event.
Well, speaking of New Orleans, coming this Saturday on primetime, we announce all the details of
we got a huge
PWR
announcement,
WrestleMania weekend. We have a major announcement coming this Saturday on primetime. But
it's Thursday. We got to talk about Impact.
Yeah, let's do that tonight. What is going to happen between AJ Styles and Dixie Carter? Last week, AJ Styles, who won the Bound for Glory series, calls out Dixie Carter, and she presumably will respond tonight on Impact.
It's going to be interesting to see what she has to say.
Oh, what does that mean?
I mean, do you think she'll bring her action figure out with her?
Or will she come out with a sign with her at Dixie Carter?
You know, AJ, all you had to do was tweet me at Ask Dixie.
Are you looking forward to seeing the interaction between those two tonight? Is the story compelling enough for you to care enough to tune into a taped version of Impact tonight?
If she does not try to be Stephanie McMahon, it could be interesting.
Do we need to put that side-by-side comparison up again?
No.
Has she sold $200,000 or $1 million in stock? Dixie Carter and her company?
Her stock is worth more than TNA.
Would those be junk bonds?
More like bail bonds.
Also tonight, the Knockouts Championship will be on the line.
ODB.
Mickie James takes on ODB. It's no secret, Mickie James' contract has expired with Impact Wrestling.
Well, you know, that's what happens in TNA Impact Wrestling. Contracts expire.
I think that makes the result of the match tonight fairly obvious. Now, kudos go out to TNA. Last week, Impact actually had an increase in rating over the prior week. Of course, it was the big No Surrender event.
Well, it was because of Ken Anderson and Bully Ray.
What a match those two had, by the way. That could have been Ken Anderson's best performance.
It was Ken
TNA.
Anderson's best match in a long time. Hands down.
Ken Anderson.
Anderson.
So he's got something in common with Mickey James.
We'll talk about that on Saturday also.
Oh, good job with the tease there, David Hill. You're normally not good
I've
at
been
that.
hanging around with Linda. I know how to tease now.
I'm sorry?
Excuse me?
Impact tonight. Now, also this week, ladies and gentlemen, just 2 nights ago, PWR Thursday Live debuted on Blog Talk Radio. Matthew Meathead and I was on the broadcast for a while.
You were there? I wasn't invited?
There. You're not invited. You'll be on at some point in the future.
No, I won't.
That's
Tuesday
replacing
nights.
our Monday and Thursday live shows here on YouTube. But you can tune in at blogtalkradio.com/PWR every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time.
Oh, I'm in bed by then.
Central Standard Time to voice your opinions. Call into the show and be a part of the broadcast. PWR Tuesday Live. Tonight, of course, it's Impact Wrestling. Tomorrow night at SmackDown. We'll be back with you again here tomorrow for PWR Friday, where we will be previewing tomorrow night's WWE
SmackDown.
This Saturday, David, we're also
Yes.
going to talk about Night of Champions, where a brand new WWE champion was crowned, and then the Raw from this past Monday, where that brand new WWE champion
There's
was
a
stripped
far
of
much
that
bigger
title.
story at Night of Champions than a new champion being crowned.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
I can't wait to hear about it. That's this Saturday night on primetime. For that one, ladies and gentlemen, this is Damian Nelson saying enjoy Impact, and we'll see you tomorrow for PWR Friday.